So it's recording. So let me ask you the first question. So what triggered you to seek treatment?
I felt really sick, like really, I had to throw up a lot, and I used like medication that was prescribed for me from the doctor, but it wasn't helping enough. So I was looking for some extra help, and but the doctor says this is all I can do, and now well, you have to hold up. And so I just did my own research and found out that a lot of people recommend this. So I wanted to try it myself.
So you've done your research online, and what has all the research is telling you about this practice?
Well, first, the research I did, there was like all about like go to acupuncturist, and then I was like, okay, I live for like 13 years now in this area, and so I always walk by this place. So but I never thought about going in or something. So when I was reading about it, I was like, there is one like really close by. So then I looked him up on the internet, Google, and I read the reviews, and everyone was like super excited about him, super positive. So I called him, and I could come here the same day, and I had a few better days since I came here. So
do you remember the first treatment you had with him? Like, and then how was the experience after that?
I remember that I the next day, that was the first day in weeks that I felt better.
First day in weeks?
Yes, because
just with acupuncture and acupressure?
Yeah, and but it only lasted one day, and the next day was the same like before. And after a few days I could come back, and I told him, because I always ask like how it went, and so I told him that it was just one good day, and he was like, okay, that's normal. And then so I went here on a Tuesday, and my next appointment was on a Friday, and then the Saturday and the Sunday, like 2 days, I had good days, and I was like,
2 good days.
2 good days.
Wow.
And then the Monday was like terrible, but I could come back on the Tuesday, and that was last Tuesday, and then I was like, okay, now I'm going to have like 2 good days at least. But I didn't have them. I had like the worst days, a couple of days. So I was quite disappointed when I came here today. I was like, okay, I was expecting good days, but he was like, it's not like,
it's not a linear progression.
Yeah, it's like this, and you need a couple of appointments to have like a longer lasting thing. And the fact that you are like had terrible day, it means that you are reacting, because your body is like shifting, and it's now not every day is like a bad day. You have like good days, but also bad days. So it's completely normal. So I just trust him, and I will wait if I have a good day, maybe tomorrow or maybe Sunday, maybe both, maybe neither. Yeah, I trust the process.
It's incredible that he's just more than just a doctor that actually heals you. He also passes you on some philosophy, you know, on how you should have a look in terms of your health. Right?
Yeah. Today the acupuncture was like super sensitive. You can even see it, like, well, the other times you couldn't see anything at all, and I couldn't feel anything. Like I couldn't feel the needle, what is normal. But today it was like everything was so sensitive.
I also felt the same thing, and at one point,
And I told him, and he was like, yeah, your body is a bit stressed now, because I had to throw up like 2 days in a row. I couldn't eat, and I can eat, but I throw up. So I'm quite stressed. Well, not in my head, but my body. So I'm quite sensitive, but he's like, especially I could feel it in my hands, and he was like, okay, when you feel it in your hands, your stomach is getting relaxed, but the tension goes to your hands.
Wow.
So I'm really like, I'm very tensed up, but my stomach is not that bad. So it's just another chance to learn about your body.
That's right.
Yeah.
More than just a doctor, more than just a philosopher, but also a teacher.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So if you go to a typical Western clinic, all you get is just medicine to solve the symptom.
Yeah. I'm very well known with because I have asthma, and so for years I have to go to the hospital a lot. Yeah. And most of the times I have like a doctor with a computer, and he looks at the computer and he says, "Oh, I can see here that it's going very well with you." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't know what the numbers say, but I can't do anything because I'm so sick. I feel so because of my lungs. So a lot of doctors don't connect with you and don't ask like, how are you? How is your day? How is your quality of life? They just look at the computer, and the computer says something, and that's how they roll. So it's actually quite nice to just talk to someone who listens. And
so it's not just body care, it's about emotional care as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is time that people start to realize it's actually better for your health to combine both Western and Eastern treatment, not to be so hung up on one part?
Yeah, I
now that you've discovered this.
Yeah, I don't think that before this I was never like against it or something. It's just something that I just didn't really know of.
That's right.
Yeah, but I grew up in a family that goes to like the homeopathic doctors as well. So I grew up in a family that it was like always combined the like Western and alternative medicine. So I was never
have some connection already.
I was never like, oh you have to choose. But I think that that made it easier for me to go to here, because I wasn't. It wasn't like a big step for me. I was like, oh okay, maybe it is a smart thing to do. If I wouldn't have read about it or listened about it, I don't think that I would have come up with it myself. So it's good that people write about it.
And then your voice is going to have an impact on this. You're going to help other people who have the same kind of pain as you have to realize that there is an alternative way, and you have something that works, right?
Yep.
So last question, what would you say to those who needs treatment like you but are skeptical about this?
That's difficult, because you don't know why people are skeptical, where it's coming from.
Oh, you don't need to worry about whether they're skeptical.
For me, I think it's also about like taking control about your own life, and don't like if I go to a doctor, it's always a medicine that is always a treatment for your illness, but it never make it go away. It's only like helping you a bit. And it's never the cause. I feel like this is going to the cause. Yeah. I haven't thought about it since now, but I think that's the difference. That
that's why I was asking so many weird questions. So make sure that you hit the right spot, right?
You're going here to for the cause, and so the symptoms will follow, like hopefully go away or be less, and the medicines I get from doctor are always only for the symptoms and never for the cause. So that's why I think that it's okay to combine, because now I have medicine for the symptoms and I go here for the cause.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending time to have this interview.
Okay.
I hope this will help the people around you, right? They might have some pain, they have not realized that there is actually a treatment just nearby.
Yeah, and to maybe help other women, I think it's good to say that I'm pregnant, because I found out that I could come here because I was searching on like, I'm pregnant and I'm feeling terrible, what should I do? So you can write it with the in your story to help other women.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for helping out other pregnant women and other people. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well,